very hurriedly prepared a speech. I'm glad I don't have to read it because I'll stumble over so many things. I only printed it out this morning, no time to correct it. So I'm very, very happy about this point. I should set the ball rolling, I suppose, try to break the ice, as they say. And so my first comment to this group of singers, filmmakers, actors, actresses, and designers, all those involved in any aspect of filmmaking is actually to make a request of Nigeria is here today. Kenya, there are many features of Nigerian life which I would definitely recommend to you. And there are others I most certainly will not recommend. One of them is what we might call naming ceremony. The Nigerian contingent is here, and you'll be hearing a certain word, Nollywood. It's been very difficult for me to come to terms with that word, Nollywood. It's one of the most unimaginative naming ceremonies that I've ever encountered for what is supposed to be a creative venture. It's a mimicry at two levels. First you had Hollywood, of course, that's the original. Then you had Bollywood for Indian cinema. And then Nollywood. Please, when I come here the next time, don't let me hear Kellywood. Having said that, let me narrate a story of how I came to be reconciled to quote-unquote Nollywood, apart from the fact that certain good things have been coming out of the original mush pulp production, mass production, casual, sloppy production. Some gems, some real good material has been coming out of the Nigerian cinema practitioners. But even before then, let me tell you the story of how I came to be reconciled to even the very possibility of this misnamed film industry. It happened to be in Rome. I was in the plane, literally before I landed. I was in the plane, and seated next to me was a Nigerian. He had a very heavy suitcase with him, and well, one of those things allowed me to break onto my silence, my privacy. So when I'm in the plane, I work. Fortunately, he did, succeeded. Especially, it got my attention when he told me that it was a film distributor. I said, what kind of film? He said, Nigerian films. He said, you see that suitcase? I said, he said, it's full of the latest releases from Nigeria. He said, and I have 2 more suitcases in the hold. So I said, releases? All this, I mean, several copies of one film. He said, no. He said, several titles in those suitcases. He said, and I'm going to Turin. What are you going to do in Turin? He said, that's where my distributor is waiting for the week's consignment. Oh my God. He said, I mean, weekly, there are several titles coming out of the Nigerian film industry. I said, yes. He said that he said, I make that trip once a week. I go to Turin, my distributor. I sell, immediately takes possession of all the tapes. I take the money from him, and I buy material. I spend 2 days, I buy lots of material, clothes, all kinds of goods which my distributor would be waiting for when I return to Nigeria. And so the films, the suitcases going to Turin, on the way back, goods which he then sells, shoes, all kinds of items. So that's how I make my living. 1 trip per week. And I got thinking, all right, tastes are tastes. It's all very well to be snobbish about the quality of films. But look at this man, Don Single Film, and I imagine so many others distributing films, earning an honest, decent living, creating work for hundreds of artists, designers, camera, lighting people. And for the first time it struck me that this was a really serious business, and I better just put aside my artistic forms for the moment. And this was further reinforced when I arrived in Rome. And in the bus, which was taking us from the tarmac to the arrival hall, there were six young women in the custody of 3 policemen. And these women were prostitutes. I don't know how many of you know of the brisk prostitution trade between Nigeria and Italy. I don't know how it is, but Italians seem to have a very sharp taste for Nigerian prostitutes. I don't understand how because that was also a cross-border trade, which everybody's working to stamp out, and many of these girls undergone very bad experiences there. But I've watched the interaction between those prostitutes and the policemen, and one of them was taunting the other. They said, "Look at it, Calvert. You know very well I'm coming back next week. You fought me today, you know I'm coming back. We're going to meet, so why are you frowning?" So they smiled at me. "You have a cigarette? Give us a cigarette, my friend. We'll see you in another week, so don't waste your time." I looked at those 2 businesses, because this was very precious business. They had their boxes, and asked myself, which one do I prefer? After that, I began to look at quote-unquote Hollywood a bit more seriously. I found that out of about 20 mush, there would be one at least which engaged my interest, and I began to take it as another example of Nigerian enterprise, the enterprising spirit of Nigerians. Never mind that it goes in all kinds of directions, some very negative, some, as I said at the beginning, also positive. And so Nollywood now has also raised its level from what it originally was. And it's amazing. And then I reminded myself, look at the American film industry, for instance, the black American film industry. You talk of Spike Lee today, very well respected and very brilliant filmmaker. But he stood on the shoulders of what was called the blaxploitation movies. You know, Shaft, Richard Roundtree, Blackula even, the black version of Dracula, instead of red blood, black blood, slipping up the neck with swooning ladies and so on. And this one had also contemporary, very attractive black film industry began. So let's not bother too much about rather dubious beginnings. The important thing is raising the level of what there was before. And that was my personal lesson and how I came, not exactly to love Hollywood, but at least live on good, artistic, interactive terms with it. With that opening statement, I'll throw the floor to comments and questions.